Hello crochet friends, welcome back. We're working on our fish. Last time we finished his little back fins here and they came out so cute. Now we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna work up the front here. So we're gonna get ourselves started. We had these last loops here on the back portion that we closed up. We're gonna enter those and we're just gonna get in there the best you can. It's just one little section that's not closed up there. And we want to place 3 single crochets there. So we're going to enter, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. So there's 1, go back in, and 2, and 3. Okay, so we're starting to build up this little fin area on the back of the fish. So this is a little different. We are going to work in these loops on the top here, and our goal is to stay as straight as possible in between the eyes and going along. So this first one was 3 single crochets. Now we're going to go into the next loop. So like I said, you're trying to stay straight, so take your time with this and make sure you're looking at the right spot. We're going to pick up these loops as we're going along here, okay? So here's the first one, and you can see it's just part of those scales that we were making. So look for an open loop. Next, see how we're going from one to the other here. And what we want to do here is a slip stitch. So we're going to enter, yarn over and pull through again for a slip stitch right there. And we want to chain 1. And then we're going to go in this stitch here. We're working in this stitch and it's just one loop there. We want to do a single crochet. So single crochet. I think I dropped a little. Oh, we're going to do that again, are we? Dropping my pieces. Single crochet, a half double. So yarn over and go in for a half double crochet. And a single crochet. And these are all in the same spot. Okay, now we're going to go up. We're looking for our next little loop we're going to work in. So I'm going to go right here to this next one right here. I'm going to enter it just like that with a slip stitch. We're going to repeat this again. Slip stitch, chain 1, single crochet in the same space. We did a single crochet. Now we're going to yarn over and do a half double crochet. Another single crochet, all in that same space. Then we're going to line ourselves up and we're going to go to the next one. So you know, you don't want a big stretch, and we're just kind of going along looking for these spaces here. And this is a slip stitch. Boy, there we go, we got it. Slip stitch. Okay, single crochet, chain 1, I'm sorry, chain 1. Ooh, single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and then we're going up to the next one. So you know, find them as you're going along there. This one sticks up nicely. It's going to get a slip stitch, chain 1, single crochet in that same one, half double crochet, a little more yarn, single crochet. Okay, how are they looking? It looks cute, doesn't it? It just gives it a little added texture, I think. So that's why I like it. I think it's cute. Okay, this is the next one right here. And a slip stitch, a single crochet. I'm sorry. Slip stitch, chain 1. Ooh, single crochet. I don't want to mess this up here. Half double crochet. Of course, you all are probably doing this the right thing now. You're getting this, aren't you? Single crochet. Okay, and then this next one right here, this last one, we're just going to do 3 single crochets in there, but I'm trying to get it right here. So slip stitch, chain 1, and 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now just going to go in here anywhere you can, not on these stitches though. You don't want, because we're going to work those next. I'm going right beside it and I'm giving it a slip stitch in that loop. So just find a loop where you can give it a slip stitch so that you can fasten it off. Okay, this is where we fasten off this color, because when we meet up next time, we're going to work this little ridge here, which is a front loop. If you remember, that was your front loop before we started working on the scales. All right, so that's what we're going to work on next. So you should have a 3 single crochet at each end, and then in between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of the single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet. Join to the next spot there with a slip stitch and a chain 1. Okay, so it just gives it some nice little detail. I like the height on this. If you want these to be taller, maybe you want them a little bit taller, you could do double crochets in there and half double crochets. That's an idea that would give it a little more height if you'd like that. This is where you can really get creative and kind of make it your own and do it your own way, right? So it just gives us a little bit, and you see how I was trying to say you wanted to line it up in the middle of your eyes. You're just picking up those stitches as you're going along, trying to locate a stitch on there so that you're evenly spaced. But like I said, I ended up with 7. You could have less or more if you want to stretch it out more or you want to get them closer together. So it's going to be a bit of choice, but that's how it's done to make this nice little, fin on the top. I guess they're little fins. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know the anatomy of a fish very well, but it looks really cute. So when we meet up next time, we'll work on this. All right. I will see you then. Thank you and have a joyful day.